Our old landlord just was not that great to deal with, so we decided to move instead of renewing our contract. Let's go check out where the magic happens here, classroom. Doing lots of work. This is better, eh, Diana? What do you think, love? Big enough, yeah? Try not to have any kids fall down these stairs. You know, it's good to have these new digs. Our other school is a little bit too small. And we're in the same community. There's our school right there, Panda. We got a lot going on. When I say we, I mean in my family. We just had the new baby. My baby just turned 5 months old. My other little girl started going to school. Sometimes she wants to go, sometimes she doesn't. You know, we've got a lot of excitement going on at our home. It's, you know, always an adventure. So I really haven't had a lot of time to make videos. But also, there have been some reasons why I've actually considered not making videos, to be honest. Here, Sheldon, I gotta be careful. At this intersection, lots of cars. And it's the end of lunchtime right now, so people are usually in a rush to get back to their work. This is a little bit of an update about what's going on in my life and why I haven't uploaded in so long. First and foremost, you know, any time to make these videos. Also, the equipment that I've used is completely inadequate for what I want to do. Far too complicated to, you know, to collate all of the information from all of my various sources and, you know, devices and put them together in a decent way. So some Chinese guys, nameless guys, have been ripping off of my videos off of YouTube and re-editing them and translating shit that I never said and putting them onto Chinese social media. 50,000 views on one of my videos, which is taken completely out of context of everything that I've said, and to kind of vilify me. And you know, someone forwarded it to my wife and she was incensed, as she should be, as I was, and it kind of took the wind out of our sails for doing these kinds of things. So people have been doing that to my videos. It's not just one, it's like about 10 of them floating around on Chinese social media that I have had nothing to do with, re-edited and renamed, and in one case actually monetized over here in China. So one of the big reasons I kind of chose to take a couple month hiatus from making these videos is because of some contacts that I got through my video vlogging here in China, and some of the people that I've met, some very great people, and in my opinion, a couple pretty awful people. And I'm not saying that, like, you know, these guys are like soul tainted, you know, awful, repugnant individuals. No, we're just talking about people with maybe much lower moral standards about what they say and how they say it. I'm not going to give any names because I personally don't want that person to be viewed ever. I think he's poison. Anyway, anybody who's, you know, found my video just through searching has already found this #1 video person's channel, and I don't know, who knows, maybe you like him. Maybe you like him. It's funny, he calls me a shill. He calls me a shill because, you know, I'm sensitive to the, you know, society that I live in over here, and I'm a little bit cautious and reluctant to vocalize all of the negativity that just seems to be the thread that ties everything that he has to say together. With my YouTube vlogs, I just really didn't want to be associated with him at all. Like, you know, Western foreigners, you know, here to, you know, make the West think poorly about the Chinese citizenry and their culture. I don't want anything to do with that. I want to highlight the greatness of this place, and I truly do believe it is great. And I apologize on behalf of foreigners who have some fucking sense about them for some of the nonsense that asshole says. And I sincerely mean that. And I was a member in a group where you know, foreign Western media content creators, like for YouTube and other things. And he was on there, and every opportunity I had to defend the culture and society truly here in China, I took. And it's not to say that this country is without its faults. There's no place without its faults. You know, if you find a great place, you know, a perfect place, don't go there because you'll ruin it, right? Because we're human and everybody has their faults. So absolutely, it's not a perfect place. No place is. But to constantly go over and put your finger in the eyes of all of the people over and over again about the same thing because it gets you views and makes you money is fucking shameful. That's shillful. I just made up a word. I'm an English teacher. I can do that here in China. So the weather kind of broke. Today's a little bit cold. My daughter went to school. I had to get a new phone, and I decided to give this one more go. I'm here to this computer market to buy a new computer. This is the closest one to my house. There are tons of computer markets. Hello. I just wanted you to know that I'm very happy with this device. It translates everything that I say perfectly, and it makes me so happy.
你好，我只是想让你知道，我很高兴这个装置能翻译我所说的一切，这让我很开心。
好吧，我这你的老公。I just bought this device. It's called an iFly Tech Easy Translate 600. It's just this amazing translator that does an awesome job. It's got a 4G SIM card and translates my voice perfectly into virtually perfect Chinese. Yeah, 你好，我很高兴. This is the man who sold it to me. Using two at the same time. Very good. I was going to use a crayon. Right there.
What are you doing?
Papa's going to draw a very beautiful picture right here.
I am using two at one time. What is that?
You are using two at one time. That's the chalk to keep all of the moisture out. Chalk. That is chalk. About the pizzas, we've been doing pretty good with the pizzas. We were only making them a couple days a week now because on Mondays and Fridays I have the days off. Do you like making pizza, Maddie?
Yeah.
Do you like eating pizza?
Yeah.